Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now with our second topic, we're discussing the artificial intelligence and its importance, its advantages and disadvantages, positives and negatives. Some jobs are going to disappear. Other jobs are going to appear. We are going to shed light on the importance of artificial intelligence in many fields, and especially in the field of sport. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest engineer Mustafa Metwaly, a technology expert and digital transformation consultant. Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks on choosing this most important topic.
Thank you so much. Well, Engineer Metwaly, give us an idea about the advantages and disadvantages of artificial intelligence.
Okay, actually, artificial intelligence is being in research labs for decades because it will improve the efficiency and lifestyle, or let's say the quality of life worldwide. And this was one of the main causes to invest in researches in AI or artificial intelligence. However, it may provide lots of harm. As we know, any new technology is having always two edges, one for the benefit of mankind and the other one for its harm. And one of the harms that will be there is the losses of many jobs worldwide. And even it will reduce the human capabilities on the long term. For example, when we are using autocorrection, this is like a very simple thing related to AI. We are losing our lingual capabilities, and from time to another, we cannot do, for example, complex calculations. We are always depending on technology. From time to another, we will lose jobs, and we may lose our mental capabilities as well.
Yes. So also the artificial intelligence in the field of sport, how can we benefit from it in the field of sport? Can we know about the tournament that is organized, for example, for the training of the team, also the formation of the team? Give us an idea.
Okay. As we know that digital systems and includingly AI is interfering with different businesses and different sectors of life. And if we focus on sports, we can find sports in general, it requires some, for example, let's say back-end or back-office teams that provide the statistical data to coaches and technical managers so that they can provide feedback to the players and even modify their tactics. So AI is being used as a digital assistant to coaches in different sports. And if we can focus on one kind of these sports, for example, like football, which is the most popular game worldwide, we find that the training of the players themselves, even the training on shooting penalties, for example, all is based on analytics done by AI systems. And we can find that the players themselves are now wearing something called technical wearables, which is like a very small device connected to their arms or at the back of their themselves, so that whenever they are running across the playground, their effort is being analyzed to provide, let's say, bio information or bio indicators, and then the managers or the coaches can drive them to do this or that.
Yes. Yes. So, Engineer Metwaly, what are the other fields that we could use the artificial intelligence in and benefit from it?
As I'm telling you, it could be used widespreadly in, for example, medical field. It can provide personalized medicine for patients, and it could be used in educational systems. AI is now, let's say that any business that is not investing in AI would be decaying, or let's say would be declining. And that's why all the enterprises and governments are investing in AI. It could be used in medicine, in education, and, for example, traffic management.
Yes, you've mentioned the education. It's very important. How can we use it in the education, and at what stage could we start applying the artificial intelligence? Can we start with the students from the primary stage, for example?
Okay, it depends on the culture of the country itself and the current state of educational system. For example, AI could be used to modify curriculum itself. Also, it could be used in assessment of the students and for recruiting for the teachers themselves. AI is one of its main benefits. It takes care of individual differences between different pupils and students in our classes, so that it can generate a curriculum that is suitable for each type of students and each capability of them. So I believe that it could be done gradually. For example, it shouldn't be applied on all levels of educational system. It could be done for the pre-graduation grades, for example, or for the elementary stage. But it differs as there's a strategy of the educational system of that country.
Yes. What is the size of investments in the field of artificial intelligence here in Egypt?
Actually, I don't have exact numbers here in Egypt. But
away from the percentage, I mean, what are the fields that already Egypt is investing in?
Okay, there is like a national strategy for AI, and there is a Supreme Council for AI strategies that is founded 2017, and it's targeting to be modified and building strategic partnership with the key player worldwide in this technology, because you should do this in multi-levels. First, you have your own national strategy, then you do the strategic partnership, and currently Egypt is building its capabilities by providing scholarship and different grants in educational systems to have experts in this field. For example, Information Technology Institute that is affiliated from Ministry of Communication and Information Technology is now forming tracks for preparing experts in AI systems. And from time to another, they are participating in building, let's say, something called the Responsible AI Guidelines that guarantees the security of data being processed in any entity. And from time to another, there is like a national trend to invest in AI.
Yes. So, Engineer Metwaly, could we expect that one day the artificial intelligence is going to replace the worker or the human the human being, or the human being is going to be monitoring and controlling and how to use the artificial intelligence?
As a matter of fact, and if we went through the history, whenever there is a trendy technology, there is like a replacement for partial employers. And from time to another, this will be the threat of AI. The issue of AI is that is the investors, for example, is focusing on mass production and quality and even having the production lines working down the clock. And whenever we are depending on the AI, probably I believe that the employment rate will be decreased. And this is the real threat. I think that the opportunities for developed countries like Egypt and African countries is much less to be impacted by this AI, because we are still having lots of human efforts needed. While in the West, there will be a wave of replacement for employment, and it will be like a real threat for the Western countries, because they are already developed.
Yes. So what are the, Engineer Metwaly, what are the challenges that will be facing the artificial intelligence?
It's not facing artificial intelligence itself, rather than facing the application of it. I believe that the cost and the complexity of its policies, because the majority of AI systems are Western, and they are not owned by national countries. And this is like a big threat for processing data, for the data privacy issues. This is one thing. From the other side is the cost, because investing in AI is very costly and requires lots of billions of dollars in research only, rather than the equipment itself. But still, I believe that if we could participate with the human capabilities to have experts to participate worldwide in its policies, we can put our fingerprints in this technology, so that we can, let's say, save our back from its drawbacks.
Yes, yes. Engineer Metwaly, my last question is, why are some people afraid from the artificial intelligence, or cannot accept it?
As I'm telling you that there is like always two teams that one is supporting AI to the maximum and the other one is always after it. As we analyze the historical events, social media, for example, when it appeared 15 years ago, it was like a very normal technology that is being, for example, giving values to people. But now
Yes.
it's affecting our mental and psychological side. AI would be exceeding these effects because it will even replace some of the people in their jobs. And this is the main threat of AI. In
Yes.
addition to that, the privacy of data. Because AI is depending on having lots of connections and worldwide. And I believe that processing data in different areas is the main drawback of it.
Yes. Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information. Engineer Mustafa Metwaly, technology expert and digital transformation counselor. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Breakfast Show. My name is Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.